the news hit like a thunderclap across the NFL. Joe Burrow is out with turf toe, a painful injury that will require surgery and keep him sidelined for up to 14 weeks. For the Cincinnati Bengals, a team built entirely around Burrow's poise and precision, the loss is devastating. Suddenly, their season sits on a knife's edge. Jake Browning may be the next man up, but even the most optimistic fans know he isn't Burrow. And without Burrow, the Bengals' Super Bowl hopes feel like they're slipping away. That desperation has now ignited one of the most shocking rumors in football. The Bengals are reportedly prepared to throw $30 million at Shador Sanders to lure him away from the Cleveland Browns. It's the kind of storyline that could rewrite the AFC landscape in an instant. The Browns, already reeling from offensive dysfunction, find themselves losing yet another key quarterback after parting ways with Kenny Pickett earlier. For a franchise that's struggled for decades to stabilize the position, the thought of Sanders bolting to a division rival is more than just painful, it's catastrophic. And yet, can anyone blame Sanders for thinking about it? The Browns' offense is in tatters. Week after week, Kevin Stefanski's game plans have looked lifeless, predictable, and ineffective. 8 straight losses stretch back into last season, and nothing has changed. Even when Sanders has been given chances, the system surrounding him feels broken, capable of supporting a young quarterback's development. Analysts are already warning that if he stays, he risks not just losing games, but losing confidence. For a player with the kind of poise and pedigree Sanders carries, that's the last thing he needs. The Bengals, on the other hand, offer something completely different: opportunity, stability, and a fan base already clamoring for him. Mirror Sports USA reported that Cincinnati has Sanders on its short list of top 5 quarterback targets, and that news spread like wildfire through the fan base. Bengals fans lit up social media, demanding their team make the move. "F it, go get Shador Sanders," one fan wrote. Others echoed the sentiment, "Can we please get Sanders to the Bengals?" It wasn't just noise. It was a groundswell of support that the front office can't ignore. And it's not just the fans. Prominent voices around the league are weighing in. Stephen A. Smith, never one to shy away from controversy, has already endorsed the move. He called Sanders a perfect fit, pointing out that with Burrow's lingering health concerns, the Bengals need insurance. Sanders could step in as a backup, Smith argued, but with time and experience, he could evolve into the starter who carries Cincinnati into the future. His endorsement poured gasoline on an already raging fire. Then came Cam Newton's perspective. The former MVP knows the weight of quarterback opportunities better than most, and he reminded everyone that many of the league's greats only got their shot because of injuries. Tom Brady took over when Drew Bledsoe went down. Dak Prescott stepped in when Tony Romo was hurt. Even Brock Purdy became a household name only after the 49ers lost quarterbacks ahead of him. "It happens every year," Newton said, and his point was clear. Why not Sanders? Why can't he be the next great underdog story to take over when fate opens a door? The parallels are impossible to ignore. Sanders has the raw talent, the charisma, and the drive. He has the kind of story fans rally behind. And in Cincinnati, with Burrow sidelined, he'd have the perfect stage to show what he can do. For the Bengals, it's a gamble worth taking. For Sanders, it's a chance to step into the spotlight sooner than anyone imagined. Meanwhile, Cleveland continues to spiral. Stefanski looks lost, his offense shredded by defenses that know exactly how to exploit his schemes. Critics say he's wasting the Browns' elite defense by pairing it with an offense that can't stay on the field. Fans are furious, some even calling for Sanders to be released outright so he can find a better opportunity elsewhere. Their argument is simple. If the Browns can't build a system to nurture him, then keeping him is doing more harm than good. When pressed about the rumors, Stefanski admitted what everyone already knew. Sometimes you can't keep every player. It was the first time he publicly acknowledged that Sanders' future in Cleveland might be uncertain. Still, the Browns are holding their ground, at least for now. They've made it clear they aren't ready to give up on him, despite the mounting pressure. But that stance grows shakier by the day, as the prospect of losing him to a division rival grows more real. For Sanders, the decision is as much about his future as it is about the present. Stay in Cleveland and risk wasting his prime years in a broken system. Or take a leap to Cincinnati, where the money is massive and the opportunity is undeniable. If he stays, he could be the face of the Browns' rebuild, but only if Stefanski somehow manages to fix an offense that looks beyond repair. If he leaves, he could join a Bengals team ready to compete, the fan base already eager to embrace him as their next star. This isn't just another trade rumor. It's a crossroads for two franchises and a young quarterback whose career is just beginning. If the Bengals succeed in luring Sanders, it could shift the balance of power in the AFC North for years to come. If the Browns manage to hold on, it will be seen as a desperate save to preserve the only hope they have left on offense. Either way, the clock is ticking. Every week brings Sanders closer to making a decision that could change the NFL landscape. So what do you think? Should Shador Sanders leave the Browns behind and join the Bengals for a fresh start and a massive payday? Or should he stay in Cleveland and try to prove himself in a broken system? Can the Browns afford to lose him? Or is he their last shot at turning things around? And for Bengals fans, do you believe Sanders could step in and carry the torch while Burrow heals? Or is this too much pressure for a young quarterback to handle? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the NFL's biggest stories.